today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
The so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Cleveland Browns. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10.
A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors at that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. JoJo Natson back deep. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 4-yard line.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, and be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, Mayfield again. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
score. It's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Nick Chubb string together a solid first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being... shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jackson going to run. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb. Calais Campbell on the stop.
The ball carriers. He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. And again, it's Chubb. Still on his feet. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Chubb. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 34-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
As I say, this game has exactly been run for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Dancing to his left, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now it's all about probably just working some clock and enjoying this victory because they're up big here late in the 4th.
And somewhere on their sideline, probably the head coach allowing a little bit of a grin to hit his face because most coaches love to run other teams into submission, and that's what they've done in this game.
We'll see if they can continue and get this one into the locker room with more smiles. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll take a shot here for Hoop. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now Parkey for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. the interception, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. It got his man complete. Jarvis Landry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they... And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really going wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run. Chubb.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.